Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Alpha 320 might not be a big feature patch, but it is certainly the patch that we have been needing for quite some time now. As always, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you so much for the support, it is truly appreciated. So, Star Citizen Alpha 320 is on the road to releasing to live, with this patch making its way through the new PTU wave structure, currently at wave 3 out of 5. And with almost every build that drops, we have been seeing more details on what this patch is introducing outside of what is slated on the release viewer. And many of these updates are very important. Now, CIG have also released a couple of patch watch posts highlighting many of the lesser known updates coming with the latest build. So today I would like to run through everything new that is coming with Alpha 320 and talk about why this is the patch that we have been needing for a while. So firstly, I will just run through all of the updates coming to 320. I won't delve into anything in too much detail, but instead more of just a list of the updates, as there is quite a lot. So firstly, we have the known release view features, like Seraphim Station, replacing Port Olisar, Physicalized Cargo, introducing many new standard cargo unit box types and sizes, the new salvage cover-up missions, a whole new Arena Commander refactor, which I won't go into too much detail about here, the wheeled vehicle physics and handling update, the Mirai Fury LX Racing variant, and the Hull C. Now, also in this build, we have HDR support for compatible monitors, new bindings for the Mobiglass and scanning. For the Mobiglass, this will be tab while you're on foot, but still F1 while in a ship, and going to scanning mode will be when you hold down V. MFD persistence, meaning our ship screens will persist from play sessions to play session, which is a massive quality of life update. Of course, if you get your ship claimed on insurance, it is essentially a brand new ship, so they will reset then. The Mobiglass background and darkness occlusion to make it more readable, several server performance improvements, several further planetary performance optimizations, and engine rendering performance improvements, the new combat logging timer to stop people backing out with all their gear when they are killed or in combat or downed, realignment of the ship HUD Quantum UI, allowing the Argo Mole pilot to use the mining scanners, increasing the Corsair's internal storage capacity, not its cargo SEU capacity, but the personal inventory capacity, replacing ocean tessellation with a screen-sized based solution to improve planetary performance, more control over comm calls, invitations to parties, friends and currency transfers and their notifications, empty RMC canisters can now be crafted by the salvaging ships, updates to vaulting and mantling, which include the ability to ledge grab far more freely onto ships and other areas. The Destroy Stash mission has been updated to help scale with the mission's difficulty. Further improvements to bounty, assassination and salvage cargo manifests for the NPC ships, meaning different varieties of cargo on board of the ships that you're taking out. Almost all current flyable ships are now available to the NPCs to use for the various missions in the verse, meaning a lot more variety in what ships you will see, be able to salvage or scavenge from, and engage in combat with, all scaling in difficulty. They've opened up the hack prevention mission to be accepted by more players. We're now able to store food and drink properly again. They've made impound timers less lenient now that Port Olisar has been removed. Salvaging missions can now be abandoned per individual player without it cancelling the full mission for everyone else. Also, for these missions, only 50% of the hull needs to be scraped for the salvaging mission to be completed, instead of about 90 to 95%. The Ruto missions now work again. A fix has been made to stop players breaking into prison, plus the trespass notifications now highlight which faction owns the area they are entering. And of course, each patch brings new bug fixes, more crash fixes, more server crash fixes, new and old known issues. And there are also some under-the-hood changes to ship stats and things like that, which will likely be part of the ongoing Master Mode ship tuning changes and balance. But this information has not been provided, so I won't go into it as I don't know exactly what's changed. But as you can see, there are a lot of improvements, quality of life updates and changes, both big and small, beyond what is just listed on the release viewer. Now, this is great news for anyone who is currently playing Star Citizen's Alpha, as many of these changes have been needed for so long. So instead of just releasing big shiny features that, we all get excited for, they are focusing on polishing what we have already, making the current Alpha more stable, playable, and tackling those pesky bugs. Now this will very much be in response to working towards getting 4.0 out the door, as dealing with these issues post-server meshing will be much harder than pre-server meshing. So basically ironing out all of these edge cases on the run-up to whenever 4.0 releases will be a pretty common sight for the rest of the year. Talking of which, in regards to Alpha 321, which one of the CIG community managers mentioned on Spectrum, this doesn't mean that 4.0 is going to be delayed again. Obviously, it could be, we don't know until CitizenCons, but it is certainly not saying that it is. It just falls in line with what CIG said about a year ago, that they are aiming to get 4.0 and Pyro out to the Evocati on the PTU for the end of the year. As for the live servers, they will want to continue releasing new features and fixing bugs, improving this quality of life, and more throughout the rest of the year regardless. So if 321 is definite, as it is not necessarily confirmed at this point, it could have just been a slip of the tongue or a misunderstood intention from the community guy, but if it is coming, we could then see 320 releasing to live for the end of September, early October, a 320.x patch between now and the Q4 patch window. As we know, a .x patch has been confirmed, and then the Q4 window will likely be 321 live while 4.0 is on the PTU. That is, I expect, what CIG's goals are right now, but of course this year's CitizenCon will give us the latest information, and my fingers are firmly crossed that it is good news. So that is currently all of the features, improvements and quality of life updates that we have been told about. It has been hinted that there are many more to come for 320 and likely beyond, so we will see what else is on the cards for this patch. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Come and hang out over at twitch.tv/supermacbrother. You are all more than welcome over there. We are playing some 320, talking about Star Citizen, past, present, and future. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you would like to be notified when my videos go live. Again, a huge thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.